There's a revamp in Titletown following the departure of Tremaine Jackson. Offensive coordinator Graham Craig was named Valdosta State's new head coach. That was his second stint at VSU, his first back in 2012. He played 9 games under center that season, going on to win the national championship. Craig more than ready to do the same as head coach.
So far, it's been really good to get out here for spring practice. The process of getting all the coaches hired has been awesome to see. Out on the field, coaching and players have been great through the offseason, and really pleased with spring practice so far.
Winning has been the standard in Titletown, which Graham obviously knows a lot about, being on the championship team under the winningest head coach in Blazer history, David Dean. Dean also the longest tenured head coach over the last decade. The last 3 coaches in Titletown have only lasted 3 seasons, each of them continuing the standard of Blazer football, winning a conference title. The last national championship team under Bell in 2018. Last championship appearance was this past December, where the Blazers fell to Ferris State. Obviously, there's a standard of winning in Titletown, hence the name, Titletown. If you're Coach Graham Craig, how much pressure do you feel to bring a title to Valdosta, seeing that he's been a part of a championship team and was also on the staff this past season?
I think the pressure is immense, just being a part of Valdosta football. We saw the amount of kind of get back or backlash for Tremaine his first season, right? People wanted him out the door because they didn't play well. You're expected to win in Valdosta, and if you don't, especially early on, people are going to start talking. And despite him being there in previous seasons, they're not going to accept losing. So there's a lot of pressure, but I think for a guy that's been through that pressure as a player, as an offensive coordinator on that staff, I think he'll understand that, and he'll find a way to kind of navigate that space.
How does it benefit the team having a coach that's been in and around the program?
Because he knows what the expectation is. He knows that he has to win there, but not only that, he knows what the program is about as a whole. So it goes from the community to the players to the staff to the administration. He knows everything about that building. That's a huge advantage, and when you have players on a team, the ones that are coming back, kind of already bought into a system that you've been a part of, I think it's easier to navigate through that, through the first part of your career or your tenure as a head coach.
I know it's early, but what are your expectations for Coach Craig and the Blazers this season?
I thought about this question a lot. I really don't know, and I hate saying I don't know. It's kind of an easy way out.
I think that's a good answer, honestly.
But the fact that he's got a new quarterback is really what makes me concerned. I don't know much about who they have, and that's going to be a big difference maker for me.
Yeah, Aaron, you said the real talker this spring is the Blazers quarterback situation. They lost 2-time Harlan Hill finalist Sammy Edwards. With him under center, VSU ranked 23rd nationally and atop the GSC in passing offense. Sophomore Seth Smith, the only returner who's had any experience. Even so, the position is still up for grabs.
Competition so far. Seth Smith has been here as the backup. Jameson Holcomb's a transfer that came to us mid-year. Pate Hogan's been here. Armar Gordon, Dylan Cook. It's been a competition so far. They're getting a lot of reps, and it'll continue all the way into fall camp. But it's an open competition at this point.
Morgan, whoever fills that role, and I hate this term because I think everyone makes their own mark, but they kind of have some big shoes to fill. Sammy Edwards was special. The Blazers averaged 40 points per game with him there, 158 passing first downs compared to just 83 on their opponent's side, so almost double. Edwards has 22 completions on 386 attempts with just 2 interceptions. So he didn't turn the ball over. He was good under center. They averaged 250 yards per game, and they scored 33 touchdowns. That offense was special with Sammy Edwards under center.
Yeah, no Sammy under center now. Now, I would love to see Seth there, only because, backstory about Seth and I, he played football with my brother. My dad was actually their Little League coach. So I'd like to see him grow, but I mean, where do you think they go from here?
That's a story. I mean, I think we're already kind of the precursor to a story. Yeah. Get your dad involved, Big Joe.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And we'll get that story done. I want them obviously put the best player at the position, and I think that's going to take some time. We're going to see how spring ball plays out, who's going to play good in the spring game, who's going to start to kind of evolve in the summer, understand the offense, what coach wants to do differently than Coach Jackson. I think it's going to take time. I don't think we're really going to know until we get closer to late summer and we get into August maybe.
Yeah.